Well, thank you so much. Let's jump into the comp plan here real quickly. I know that we're running a little long. I know it's Saturday. I want to get you guys out of here, but I know some of you guys want to understand how to maximize the fullness of the compensation plan. There are people here that are making money. Am I right, Joe?
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Joe
Yeah.
has to sign their check every week, so he knows. I'm going to give you the screens, brother, so that you can share.
Okay, cool. So I want to first talk a little bit about the philosophy of the compensation plan. Well, I'm getting screen share here. When we were creating this compensation plan, what my vision is to be able to help people all around the world, right? One of the things that I've seen over the course of my career in network marketing is that a lot of the companies, they get designed for first world countries, for Americans, for Europeans, and then when they try to take these concepts or these programs or these compensation plans or products to emerging markets, it never works out. So what I did is I did it kind of backwards. I said, okay, I want to be able to help all my friends in Latin America. I want to be able to take this to India, because that's been a goal of mine for the last 10 years of my career. And I feel like, hey, if we can design a compensation plan, we can design pricing, we can design the cost to benefit ratio to help the lower class individual in an emerging market. If we can help them, then we can help anybody in the world, right? So that's where we designed the compensation plan. And there's three things in the philosophy that I want you guys to understand. Thinking about how can we help the average person in the States, in Europe, and in Latin America. Number one is your break-even point. And I think that's a lot of people overlook it when they get involved in network marketing. They never look at like, well, how much money do I need to be, or how much volume, or how many people am I going to need to have on my team, or how many customers am I going to need to be able to pay for my monthly auto ship, for my monthly subscription. Because that becomes a commitment for your family. It becomes a commitment for these people's family around the world. And if I'm asking somebody in the States to spend $150 to $200 a month, in Mexico, in Peru, in India, and Nigeria, that's like asking somebody here in the States to spend $2,000 a month, right? And I think the wives of a lot of us on here would be upset if we were spending $2,000 a month on some monthly subscription type of thing, right? So break even is number one. Number two is how many, again, people, customers, volume do I need to make $500 a month residually? And then the third question is how many customers, people, volume do I need to have in my team to make $10,000 a month, right? 6 figures a year. So those three were my where I wanted to get to. And let me just share my screen here really quickly. Let me see. That's good. Okay, so in IX, what we've done is we just kept it simple. And I think Travis hit it every single time. It just, we want simplicity duplicates, right? I think he said simplicity is duplicity, and I love that. So that's what I've always done. I said, how can we keep this simple? So in IX, we have 4 ways to make money: direct bonus, apprentice bonus, the rank bonus, and the team commissions. It's that simple, okay? What do we do? Well, first thing, like I said, my first goal is to help people become profitable or break even, okay? So that happens really quickly here. Let me see. There we go. Point number 1 is our direct bonus. For every single package or for every single product that that we have, there is a direct bonus associated with it. In our membership side, which I know we're talking primarily nodes here, but on our membership side, every single membership, just like every single node sell that you guys do, there is a direct bonus associated with it. This is just number 1, it's a residual bonus that's paid to you every time one of your personally enrolled brand ambassadors, customers purchases something. You are going to receive a direct referral. In other companies, they talk about like a fast start commission, and it's a one-time. Well, here it's every single time they order something. So if you sign somebody up the first month on the Pro Pack, because they need to get their membership to buy the nodes, you're automatically going to make $15 plus 90 points for the structural bonuses. Okay, so that's number 1. If you sign, if you're selling nodes, you're going to realize that there's either 150 at 50, 75, 150, up to $250 direct bonus for every single node sale that you guys are going to do as well. So you can make some money pretty quickly. But guess what? Let's say Emilio, you just purchased that $31,000 worth of nodes. Well, guess what? If Emilio in next month wants to now purchase another $5,000 worth of nodes or $50,000 worth of nodes, the person that enrolled him, because it's automatically coded to him, is going to make another residual or another direct referral bonus. So it's that simple. Okay. It's pretty simple. It's kind of a concept from affiliate marketing in that sense. The second thing is the apprentice bonus. The apprentice bonus is primarily designed more for our subscription business. However, this is the bonus that helps people get to break even as soon as possible. Like I said, how many people, how many customers, how much volume do I need to be doing to make my break even status? And that here in IX is with 3 people. With 3 people, you're going to make $145. And if you're on the Pro Pack, you spent $145, or you're on subscription for $145. So with the apprentice bonus, you now have your subscription paid for on a monthly basis. Your membership is covered by the commissions you are generating. Okay, so you're going to make $15 for each person you brought in. 15, 15, 15. That's 45 plus $100 apprentice bonus. Now, the third way is based on our ranks. So whenever you hit a rank on our in our compensation plan, you're going to make a weekly bonus. Okay. The qualification status is a 4-week rolling cycle. Now, what does that mean? It means you have 4 weeks to achieve the QRV, the qualified rank volume that the compensation plan requires. And I'll get to the QRVs and all that here in a minute. So this is just showing you exactly where you need to go. The third question, or the second question that we had to answer, is how many people do I need to have in my team to make a $500 a month residual? Well, here in IX, it's 12 people. The duplication that I teach on that is 3 that bring 3, and you make $500 a month. You actually make a little bit over $500 a month. You bring in 3 people on the Pro Pack, they bring in 3 people. And I know I'm talking Pro Pack and not nodes, but the reason I'm talking Pro Pack is because if you're doing it with nodes, you're only going to hit these ranks 3 to 5 times faster, because a Pro Pack has 90 volume. Our smallest node has 200 volume. So everything's volume based, but I'm getting to where I want to show you guys the next, the whole overall thing. The last way to make money here is team commissions or your binary. Okay. On the binary, you have a left team, you have a right team. Depending on your rank, okay, you're going to make anywhere between 10 to 20% of the weaker side volume that you have in your teams, down to infinite. You guys know how binaries work. So you take the left sales team, the right sales team, all that volume down to infinite. It doesn't matter how many levels down it is. It's going to calculate it. It's going to look at the weaker side. It's going to pay you 10 to 20% of that weaker side. And so the way this really works, and here's kind of like the summary, this is kind of where I wanted to get to. Okay. Here we have the names of the ranks from apprentice all the way to elite ambassador. Here in this column, we have the amount of binary or team commissions, the percentage you would be making. Okay. So you can see the binary really kicks in at the builder rank. It's a 10% rank. Here at apprentice, you're not able to make binary. At builder, it's 1,040 in QRV. In our subscription-based model, where you have the basic or the Pro Pack, the smaller point packages, the 80, 90 people, 80, 90 PV per subscription, that's about 12 people, and you get to this bonus where you're making $87.50 a week. So you take $87.50, you multiply it by 4, that's $350, plus your $100 apprentice bonus, $450, plus another approximately 52 in binary. So that's what gets you over the $500 on this builder rank here for about 12 people in your team. Now, if you're doing nodes and you're doing 400 volume, 400 volume, 400, you're getting to the builder rank with 3 people. Does that make sense? Because it's a volume-based plan. Producer, it's 3,600 in qualified volume, 10% binary. Again, that's $200 per week. So 200, 200, 200, 200, that's 800. Plus your apprentice bonus, that's 900 plus about another 180. You're at about anywhere between 1,000 to $1,200. The sweet spot where I would say I think you guys should put your aim is influencer. That's where you jump up to the 15% binary. It's 25,000 in qualified volume. That's approximately 277 people on subscription. And this monthly, I guess you would put it, is probably at about $5,000 to $6,000 monthly residual. So that's 1,000. You multiply that by 4, so it gives you 4,000 plus another about 1,800 in binary, not including any of the direct referral bonuses you'd have in the beginning. And at an executive influencer at this 50,000 qualified group rank, that's 6,000 in the rank bonuses, another 3,000 in binary approximate. So right there, you're at about $8,000 to $10,000 a month average there. So you're probably closer to about $10,000 a month, but that's a 6-figure rank executive influencer, and the rest is just icing on the cake, right? The cool thing is once you get up to global influencer, it just gets easier and easier as far as the qualifications, because you can see the leg max here. It goes from pretty strict to more lenient as you go up in ranks. So
Joe,
that's the compensation plan.
Quickly, can I ask you a question here?
Yep.
So I want everyone to know. So Viraj, who is the gentleman in India who's generating, what's his commissions at on a monthly basis?
So his high was 600,000, 650 something thousand. I think he's averaging anywhere between 400,000 to 500,000 a month right now.
Okay. And Joe, did he do that on notes?
No, he did on a subscription on the 90 points on what I'm been duplicating. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that we have a product that produces 5 times or more the volume than those, and he was able to hit that level of income on just the subscriptions.
Yeah.
And he did it focusing on the power of 3, correct?
Yeah. So exactly the duplication that I teach, like I was showing you guys back here on this one, 3, 1, 2, 3. They each bring in 3. This qualifies you builder. So that's going to give you $87.50 per week. So $87.50, and that's obviously like for India, $500. It's like if everybody on this call is making $5,000, right? Because $5,000 in the States is kind of like, okay, well, that supplements my income, or it maybe replaces your income, or even for some people doubles their income in the States. Well, $500 a month in these emerging markets, $500 a month in Mexico, that doubles their monthly income. Their monthly income is about $180 to $200 a month. So they'll go out and recruit 12 people and show 12 people. And so it just kind of catches on fire in these markets.
And I'm going to blow everybody's mind right now. So are you ready? Joe, what's the percentage payout on the comp plan? On the dollar, not the volume, but how much are you paying out on a dollar?
We're on average anywhere between 73 to 75% on revenue, not on CV, but on revenue.
73 to 75% on revenue. Guys, that is incredible. That is the power of digital. Not only is it high speed, low drag, we don't have to worry about logistics problems and all of those nightmares, but, and the other thing I've learned about Joe, and this speaks volumes about his character, is he could easily pay out 60% and be competitive, 63%. He is very, very humble, and he is not greedy at all. And I've learned that just in working with him. And he really does want to put the money into the people's hands. And that is why the payouts are where they are. The margins that they're operating on are they're much thinner, because he really wants the money to go out into the field. So, Stephen, you asked a question. Any other questions for Joe here on the compensation plan before we wrap up, and then we're gonna wrap things up today?
Hey, Travis, just one real quick thing on the table there that had the clients. I presume that was just more as a rule of thumb. Joe, you had that they're the clients needed. That's more
so that's the amount of people in your team. So 3 people, you're making that $100 bonus, like I said. 12 people, you're making the builder rank. So that's kind of just a guide, if you will, because a lot of people, sorry, I have an adjustable desk here and my back's killing me, so I'm just going up and down here. So that's just kind of a guide. So, somebody could ask you, well, if I have a 500 person team, how much would I be making at IX? Well, with about 550 people on your team, you'd be making approximately, $10,000 a month type of thing, or, 40 people. And this is because a lot of my competitors do it this way. So it's kind of in there. So like, they say, okay, well, 3 people, you break even, 12, you make $500 a month, 40, you make $1,000 a month, 120 people, you're making $2,000 a month, 250 people, 277 technically here, you're making over $5,000 a month, 555 people, you're making $10,000 a month.
On the basis.
That's really helpful because of that kind of interesting dichotomy that we've got here, where this is attractive to network marketers and it's also attractive to investors. So this is really helpful for the folks that are coming at us with the network marketing background.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, this is definitely good for the networker side. And like Travis said, on the node side, this is all based on people purchasing a 90 PV package, right? So that's $145 package. So if you look at it, right here, it's break even, but 12 people paying 145. A lot of my competitors that have this style, and guys, this compensation plan, the style of compensation plan was pioneered by a company where we first started. That's where I made my first $1 million in network marketing. And it was actually because Brian Robert, who's you guys heard from, my mentor, and Josh Fair, they actually helped figure out how we can put so much money into these, what's called a club-based plan. And that's essentially what the rank bonus is a club-based bonus. So it's like you have to get to that volume to get that rank, to get that bonus, right? And all they did is make it residual. Every time you get to that volume, you're going to make that much money. So it's like it helps people in their mindset of like, okay, well, if I have 12 people, I know I'm going to make $450 no matter what. And so that helps people say, well, I can get to that goal. And it also gives us, small micro goals to get to. And then the binary in between is, you guys in network marketing, if you built the binary, it takes a lot of mental fortitude to build a binary, because you don't know, it could take you 6 months, it could take you 6 years to build a binary where it's churning you out some good gains. And the only thing that the rank bonus does is you kind of have to think of it like a gear system, right? The rank bonus, my duplication motto has always been help people get to builder. And you have that gear just churning, it's moving and moving and moving. And then that starts to move the flywheel a little bit, and it starts to move this other gear of your binary, which on the top end starts to pay out, massive amounts of money, like in the case of Viraj. But it gives you the stability where, hey, if you're making $10,000 a month, I don't care what market you're in the US and Europe and India, Latin America, wherever, $10,000 a month is going to pay the bills for 99.9% of people. Maybe not at all of them, depending on where you're at, but for most people, that's going to be a good income. And if you're a builder, 500 people in a team in the first 6 months is not, it's not pie in the sky. It's achievable. And all you got to do is help your people get their 12. Help them get their 12. They're making 500. And a lot of the times the people we put into these things, I did it for years, they don't make $500 a month, the average person, right? The guys that's doing it part-time, they start to make that type of money. Well, I made 500, I made 1,000, and they start to finally build that belief in themselves that they can do it. They believe they've seen you do it so many times, but they never fully believe that they can do it because they've never done it. They might have done it one time. They might have brought a team in and flipped some people in. There was some good bonuses in the beginning, but everything that I built is built on the residuals. And that's why it might be a little bit of a slower build for some people, because we don't have those like acceleration programs like, oh, make 20-30% if you buy this package. No, what I want people to do is come in and earn their money slowly but surely, but it's a good residual, right? And that's kind of my philosophy on it, because all the deals and all the flagging this and that, it all helps, but it goes away after 3 months. It goes away after 6 months. It goes away after a year. And I've seen people, they get a deal, or not just the deal, but like when you qualify for a rank by purchasing a package, that goes away after a little bit. They're not where they want to. And so they say, oh, I didn't do it. So it puts a 90-day expiration tag on that. If they don't do it in the first 90 days, like, or they didn't do it in the first 6 months. So we just wanted to do it. We wanted our compensation plan to be able to pay out good residually. with the smallest common denominator, even at the 115 package, you could still hit all these numbers and duplicate that.
One thing that I want to close with here is when some of you got started, there was some people that didn't put their card on file. They wired in money to essentially get their basic pack because we were all just kind of scrambling when we first got started. So when the renewal time came up, there was, no auto ship in place. So that means you go inactive. Make sure if you want to participate in the rewards program that you have a minimum of a basic package or higher. We're going to get into next week some of what all that means and some of the ancillary other digital products that are available to us. But if you do not have an active auto ship, I don't want to call it an auto ship. What do we call it here, Joe? Subscription, then you will not have any carry forward volume or banking volume. They give you a 1 week grace period. So if for some reason you go inactive and then that next week goes by and you still have not activated or set up your subscription, you will lose your volume and your banked volume. So that's very, very important, especially for those of you that want to build this. So minimum 115 subscription. You can set up that in the back office. I encourage you guys to get into your back office a couple times a week. Pay attention, watch under the team management section. If you scroll down, there's a little link that says rank analysis that will tell you exactly what you need to do to get to the next rank. So I would definitely get in there, pay attention, see what's going on, look at where the money is flowing from, especially as you start to refer people to the business. Any other questions?
And Trav, do you mind if I share my screen on that really quick?
Please,
like
yeah,
show a couple things in the back office. Okay, so here's the back office, guys. It's a pretty simple back office. We don't have all these like, bells and whistles. We will over time, but also my payout's very high, so I have to, do things slowly but surely the right way. But one of the things Travis was just talking about was the subscription. So that's pretty simple. If you don't have a card on file, first and foremost, just so you know, if you hold a balance in your wallet, the system will hit the wallet balance first. Okay. So if you have over $115 or $145, depending on what package you're on in your wallet, it'll always ding your auto renewal from your wallet. So I would say if you don't want to hit in your credit card and you have some commissions, let's make sure you leave some commissions on there when you're withdrawn. But in order for you to set up a subscription on card, go over here in this section, my orders, subscriptions, and then where it says subscription payment, click on that. And then this one. So this is where you have the two tabs. This is going to be your wallet subscription. So if I want to enable this, it's defaulted on. And then the other one is going to be the credit card subscription. So here you can see there's no card on file, no saved cards. So all you got to do is click this little plus button and add your details here to add your card in, right? And that's basically it. So just so you know where that's at, my orders subscription. And then Travis was also talking a little bit about the rank analysis. There's a good summary here too, where your qualified rank volume is. The rank analysis helps you a lot with this as well. You can see if you have your 3 active for the apprentice bonus, you can see where you're currently at. And then you can kind of see what you're missing. 2 left, 2 right, and this account's missing the 215 qualified volume. It has 200,000 qualified volume right now. So I can go through and see what leg do I need to work in. If I wanted to view all my legs, I can click here because I have more than 3. But you can see where the volume of this is coming from and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where this is right now. So any of the other stuff like Academy, you can come in here. You guys all have access to this once you're in as well. So you can see there's a lot of stuff. Select English to filter it for you guys. And there's, tons of stuff. There's a whole getting started series in here. Welcome to IX. You'd have to find that, but it goes through, how to install your app, how to get placed, installing like anything you can find. There's all these little videos on it. They're all over YouTube, stuff like that as well. So all this stuff is in there. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Travis, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it, bud. Last thing that I want to just make sure that everyone understands is the 2 different groups that we have on Facebook that we've just recently launched. So the first group that we have the first group that we launched was our debt info group. This, just so everyone understands the purpose behind it, it goes along with our ATM system. We will never talk about MLM or the opportunity in this particular group. Why? Because we just want to focus on the product. We want people to that don't really have any interest in network marketing to be able to have a resource that they can go to without getting hit on team information and recognition and behind the stuff information. So that is called the Debt Info Group. We've added about 150 people to that group this week. So that group is humming right now. And I think that we will continue. Here it is. So this group will continue to fly. And up here, we've got all the different featured videos. So when you add someone, these are the videos that we suggest that you tag people on. Personally, right now, I'm using this particular video. IX Global launches debt nodes as number 1. And then I come back over here and I love this as a backup second validator, number 2. And then if they really want to get into the tokenomics, I go to the training that Joe did as number 3. They're all right here. We will continue to update these, keep them fresh as another video comes that's better. Presentations will get better and better and shorter. It's a lot of information. So we're still working on it. Just so you know, my vision is to build this with education. I'm framing a webinar right now that's basically going to be, let's talk a little bit about the dollar and what's happened since it was removed from the gold standard over the last 50 years. Let's talk a little bit about why crypto was created as a solution for the people, by the people. Let's talk about the evolution of crypto over the last 10 years. Let's talk about where we are today. There's some great opportunities, but there's some bad players. Here's what you need to look for, and here's how we're different. So we will have a kind of an educational approach to that you'll be able to invite people to. So I'm framing that right now. So the webinars will evolve. Right now, it's pretty much just straight good information about each project that we have. So this is here, you add them to the group, you see there's tons of tagging going on already in the comment sections of each of these group. It's the only time you'll ever see something added about the business because I wanted to let any of the team members know. And like I said, I just put this up last night. So we haven't even had time to get everybody in here yet. So with that, this will be our business page, our team page, but I want you to know that I'm not building like my team, your team, his team. We're all part of the IX Global team, and everybody in IX Global is going to be welcome to this community if they want to be a part of this community. I never tell people how to build their business, but this will be a resource for every single IX Global member. My bet is that this will absolutely explode. The only rule that we will ever implement is no negativity because we have to protect the business of everybody involved. So what I don't want is comments in here where people are like, how come this is happening? Or I don't like this, or all of that stuff should be taken offline. So we will heavily monitor that. I do have 3 questions when people are coming in on how to get into the group. Basically just want to know if they're currently an IX member, who their sponsor is to validate that, and then ultimately what country that they're in. I expect that we'll let everybody in from all of the different countries, unless Joe, you think that that's not a good idea, but I kind of like the synergy of it all. So this is going to be in here. I haven't even had a chance yet in that particular group to start organizing information. I just started it last night. We took a lot of the videos that Joe just showed you in his back office and we put them in there and we'll organize those, but it'll be a way for us to get information out. One of you guys asked, can we do ATM groups? Stephen, you asked, can we do ATM groups outside of Facebook? You can. The challenge is this. Instagram, for example, doesn't offer the same group building features, community building features. I've tried to do it on websites or build your own website type of thing, but everybody's on social media, or most people are on social media today. Joe will be releasing an app in the near future that will have a community aspect to it. And we'll see how that can tie into everything that we're doing. But what we have found is that when it comes to group building and community building, Facebook still provides the best resources and features when it comes to being able to create guides or topics and be able to organize the information and to be able to allow people to subscribe to every single, by the way, I would go in and click notifications and make sure that you're seeing all of the posts that are happening as well. So you'll see this debt info group jump up to 1,000. My guess will be within the next 60 days. And then now you've got, when you add a prospect in there and they're seeing all this great information, and then we'll launch things like the $1 Million Club. Congratulations, you just hit 1 million tokens. So then we'll launch that and start doing that. And that'll create that, and then we'll be doing a lot of node education, just, focusing on each node, 1 node a week type of stuff. So that's the way that the groups will work and serve our team. Questions?
Yeah, I got one, Travis.
Yes, sir.
You were talking about Are they doing nodes or are they doing packages? I have a package and a node with, as far as the comp plan goes.
Well, so this process right now is you come in on minimum of a basic package is what
Right.
I'm teaching. I do have a few people that just wanted nothing to do with the MLM and they do the $50 customer level. I teach, just so you know, I don't give people options. People tend to just kind of go in the direction that you point them in. So I have my steps outlined and typed up, and it just says enroll at a minimum of a basic package, set up your subscription. And then once you've done that, then you can go in and do add-ons. So you're asking me, will they have packages? This is a good question, Joe. Will they have packages like silver, gold, and platinum that you can enroll on this and get this package? Or because we have so many products, would that not necessarily be?
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to run it through the add-on cart. So it's like, okay, like if you don't want any, like Travis just said, if you don't want anything to do with the MLM side, because at the end of the day, the compensation plan is volume based, right? Whether for the rank bonus or for the binary, it's just volume what you need. And so whether it's left team, right team, or personal legs, whatever, it would just be purchase your membership and then pick how many nodes you want.
So I think, Joe, when you were talking and Travis was talking about the guy in India, you were saying he was making all this money. You said, is he doing that in nodes or is he doing it in packages?
Yeah, he did that all on packages as he built up that entire network.
Subscription.
So once people get the package, then the node stuff is on their own. They can go buy them.
They can go buy it, and yeah, just within the back office, you just go and purchase it. Correct.
Well,
and that just adds more volume to the tree for you.
Denny, keep in mind the notes just came out 45 to 60 days ago, so they didn't in the last 2 years, which is a remarkable, by the way, to get to that level of income inside of 2 years. He didn't have notes to do that at all. So he just had some of the add-ons that were available through the back office. A conference in August, Joe, there was a question.
Yeah, so I was gonna write on that, but it's gonna be online. So because we are a pandemic baby, meaning we launched May 2020, right when the pandemic started. All of our events have been streaming events. We've had, our last one was 12,000 on our Zoom, on our streaming event, but this will be the last one where it'll be streamed. And we do them twice a year. There's one in January, one in July. I think the one in January, they're already planning it out for, where it's going to be and everything like that. That we'll try to do that one in person. So. And
he does do fun trips, like leader trips. There's one right now, promotion for Barcelona in October. Yeah. And so that particular promotion is currently active. They update the volume requirements every Monday, and you can go to goawaken.us and you can get all of the information, including the beautiful hotel, and you can see the leaderboard. The points are calculated based on nodes that are brought in, rank advancements, and I think personal sponsorships too.
Yep,
Joe,
yeah. How many builders do you have in your team as well? Like how many people hit builder?
And how many people on your team? So, and you do that once or twice a year?
We do them twice a year.
Twice a year. So where else have you been? Where other places have you gone?
So we've done Cancun, we've done Dubai, we've done Cape Town, South Africa, and now we'll do Barcelona.
Fun. Don't
want to miss out.
All right. Well, listen, I think we've been going for long enough today. I know there's a lot of information. We'll be getting the information out. We're learning. As we learn, we're sharing with you guys as well. I promise you that as we continue to move forward, there's one thing for certain. This will be the smallest call we've ever done, because we will continue. A lot of people didn't even know about this call because we just didn't get the information out to everybody fast enough. But the cool thing about that is that I'm excited that the thing I'm most excited about is how we have people that are not even network marketers that are coming in at the level and the rate that they're coming in. We truly are a customer first type of product and program. And that's something that's really exciting to me. So with that, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Know that the nodes will go up in price. They go, Joe launched those 3 first nodes this week, not first, but Gold, Explorer, and Aluminum this week. And he launched them, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this, but he launched them with basically no margin in them this week. And he did that because he wanted to get the nodes into people's hands, and he wanted to get, the nodes online and just start building the tokenomics and create the awareness. But what'll happen is and I just know this from past experience with Nat G, I'm sure that he has a set number in his mind of once we hit this number of licenses, then it will go up. You'll see the licenses go up probably by $250 or $500. And so that will happen, at least in the past, it happened every couple of weeks. And when it first launched, it happened fairly quickly on Nat G. So anything on that, Joe, that you want to share, or any?
No, yeah, the pricing, I'll just kind of explain the philosophy, and I don't mean to make this longer, but if you guys are in the cryptocurrency space, NFTs, look at an NFT, they have what's called these floor prices. And essentially, because these licenses will be converted into NFTs, there's only a certain amount of licenses available for each project, meaning the less and less we have, less supply we have, the more demand. So obviously the price is going to increase, but look at that as a good thing, because as the price goes up, when these things get converted to an NFT, that's what you guys will see in your dashboard of the debt box, the retail value of the licenses. So you could technically, when they get converted to an NFT, trade it on the open market and go and sell it. So it's the appreciation of an asset you have as well.
And Aluminum and Explorer and Gold start mining on the 18th. Is that correct, Joe?
Gold is already mining. Explorer and Aluminum start on Monday.
They start on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So those will go,
which is the 18th.
Live. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just about it. Cool. I think this is a good first session. I appreciate you guys. We'll get this recording up. I'll probably divide it into 2 videos. One is just going to be comp plan portion. One will be team, so that it's not quite as long. We'll get those up and make these available in the business page so that you guys can share them and tag people on them. And let's go have some fun. Let's go out and start sharing.
Well, good luck with everything. If you guys need anything, I'm excited. Travis, thank you so much. And let's build this team out. I want to build the US market bad, so let's do it.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Have a great weekend.
Thanks,
and
guys.
We'll talk soon.